Hey there, in the next few minutes, we're going to dive into 6 simple but really powerful habits you can build into your daily life. The goal? To get you a healthier, sharper brain for years to come. Let's get right into it. You know that feeling, right? That brain fog, where you're struggling to focus or you walk into a room and totally forget why? We have all been there. But here's the thing, that's a signal from your brain. And the good news is you have a surprising amount of control over clearing that fog up. When it comes to your brain's health, it really just boils down to 2 big things. Now, of course, there are genetics, the hand you were dealt. We can't change that. But then there's lifestyle, and that's the most powerful factor, the one you can actually influence every single day. And that's really the heart of what we're talking about today. The small decisions you make, what you eat, how you move, how you rest, they all add up. I mean, they are literally physically shaping the future of your brain. So, let's start with the absolute foundation of brain health. Think of these first 3 habits as the essential, non-negotiable maintenance work your brain needs just to function at its best. First up, and honestly, this one's a giant: sleep. It is so often the first thing we sacrifice when we get busy, but it just might be the most important habit of them all. And this right here explains why perfectly. As you go about your day, your brain produces all this metabolic waste, a kind of trash called amyloid. Well, deep sleep is when the brain's cleanup crew gets to work. You can literally picture a trash truck coming through and clearing all that gunk out. If we don't get enough sleep, that trash builds up, and that's a huge risk factor for things like Alzheimer's. So, what's the magic number we're aiming for? Well, everyone's a little different, but all the research points to a bare minimum of 7 hours of quality sleep a night. Honestly, a lot of us feel and work way better when we get closer to 8 or even 9. Okay, habit number 2. This one builds right on top of a good night's sleep. Once you've rested your brain, you've got to fuel it properly. I love this analogy because it's just so simple and true. The food you eat literally becomes the fuel your brain uses to operate. You wouldn't put bad, watered-down gas in a high-performance car, right? So why would we do that to our brains? So what does a brain-healthy meal actually look like? Well, it's all about sustained energy, avoiding those big blood sugar spikes that kill your focus. You want to aim for a balanced plate, some lean protein, healthy fats like from an avocado or nuts, and then those complex, low-glycemic carbs, the kind that release energy slowly from things like veggies, beans, and whole grains. All right, our third foundational habit is all about defense. It's about protecting the incredible brain you already have by just making smart choices and avoiding unnecessary risks. This means a few pretty straightforward things. Limiting alcohol, because we know large amounts can increase the risk for dementia. It absolutely means avoiding smoking and vaping. There's just zero benefit there, only harm. And it's as simple as wearing a helmet when you're biking or skiing to protect against a physical injury. Okay, so we've covered the maintenance, the foundations. Now let's get into the next 3 habits. These are the active things we can do, not just to protect our brain, but to actually build it up and make it stronger and more resilient. Next up is habit number 4, get moving. We all know exercise is good for the body, but for your brain, it is an absolute game changer. So what's actually happening here? Why is it so powerful? Well, when you exercise, you get your heart pumping all this oxygen-rich blood straight to your brain, delivering nutrients. But it also releases this amazing protein called BDNF. Think of it like fertilizer for your brain cells. It helps them grow and forge new connections. It literally helps your brain work at its best. And listen, this is the key. You do not have to become a marathon runner tomorrow. It doesn't matter if it's walking, jogging, dancing, yoga. The most effective exercise on the planet is the one you will actually do consistently. That's the secret. Our 5th habit is all about protecting our brain from something we all deal with, that invisible threat, chronic stress. And wow, this quote really just says it all, doesn't it? Look, some stress is normal, it's unavoidable, but when it's chronic and unmanaged, it floods our system with hormones like cortisol, which can actually be toxic to our brain cells over time. We have to find ways to deal with it. The good news is we have an incredible toolkit we can use to fight back. We already talked about regular exercise. That's a fantastic stress reliever. But so are things like mindfulness, meditation, or even just simple deep breathing exercises that can calm your entire nervous system down in just a few minutes. And that brings us to our final habit, number 6, staying socially connected. We are social animals, you and I. Our brains are literally wired for connection, and they thrive on it. And this is so cool because it works in a couple of ways. First, just having a conversation or doing an activity with someone else stimulates your brain and keeps you sharp. But on top of that, having a good social support system is one of the best shields you can have against the negative effects of stress. So we've covered a lot of ground. To bring it all home, let's end with a super simple self-check. Just a few questions you can ask yourself right now to kind of see where you stand. Okay, question 1. And be really honest with yourself here. Are you truly consistently getting at least 7 hours of good sleep every night? Number 2, think about your last few meals. Were they designed to actually fuel your body and your brain for the long haul, or were they just quick and convenient? And third, when was the last time you moved your body in a way that you actually enjoy? And are you doing it consistently? Look, if you answered no to any of those, please don't worry. That's not the point. The main takeaway is this: you don't have to completely change your life overnight. It's the small, consistent, daily choices that add up over time to build amazing, long-term brain health. So I'll leave you with this final thought. You do not need to master all 6 of these habits by tomorrow. Just pick one. What is the one small change you're going to commit to for your brain starting today?